People can steal your energy in ways that are subtle and ordinary. A conversation that leaves you drained, a family dinner where you shrink to avoid conflict, scrolling through social media until you feel hollow. Spiritually speaking, energy theft isn't always intentional or malicious. Often it's the unconscious byproduct of other people's fear, neediness, unresolved trauma, or chronic negativity. What looks like someone taking your calm is frequently your system resonating with theirs, absorbing their worry, blame, or urgency. The first step toward protection is compassion for both yourself and the other person, understanding that their behavior is usually about their own inner landscape, not a personal attack on you. You'll notice energy drains in recurring patterns. One coworker always leaves you exhausted after asking for help and then complaining for an hour. A friend constantly replays the same drama and demands emotional labor you don't have. A social feed leaves you comparing and collapsing into scarcity. Empaths and highly sensitive people tend to feel this more intensely because their nervous systems easily pick up other people's emotional states. It helps to name the pattern. Is it attention-seeking, emotional dumping, control, shame, or projection? Naming it brings back your power. Once you see how energy is being siphoned, you can stop pretending you don't notice. Protection begins inside. Grounding is the simplest, most reliable anchor. Before you enter potentially draining spaces, feel your feet on the floor, breathe into your belly, and imagine roots growing from your feet into the earth. This image of being anchored tells your nervous system that you are present in your body, not floating in someone else's field. Grounding can be literal, a barefoot walk, leaning your back against a tree, or holding a warm mug, and symbolic, like repeating the phrase, "I am here, I am safe." Use it before stressful meetings, family gatherings, or when doom scrolling threatens your peace. Energetic shielding is a visualization practice that works well alongside boundaries. Picture a gentle, translucent bubble or a cloak of warm light around you that lets kindness and useful interaction in, but keeps sticky negativity out. The shield can be soft and porous, not a wall, because you want connection, not isolation. If you prefer tactile rituals, imagine putting on a scarf that represents your consent. When you need distance, you wrap it tighter. These small internal rituals train your body to respond differently and give you a practical tool to recenter quickly. Clear personal boundaries are the most powerful antidote to energy theft in the material world. Saying no is a spiritual practice. It honors your limits and your soul's priorities. You might practice short, direct lines like, "I can't take that on right now," or "I'm not able to talk about this tonight." When a relative tries to pull you into old family dynamics, you can keep your tone calm and repeat your boundary as needed. Boundaries are not punishments. They are sacred agreements with yourself that you will steward your own energy. Expect some initial resistance from others. Boundaries often push back against old patterns, and remember that the discomfort on their side is not your job to fix. Emotional hygiene matters. After leaving a draining interaction, do a quick rinse. Take 3 deep breaths, shake your hands and shoulders, and visualize the day's energy sliding off you like water. A short journaling practice helps too. Write for 5 minutes about what you felt and who activated you. This is not rumination, but clearing. Ask yourself what part of the other person's behavior triggered you, and whether that trigger points to something unresolved in your own field. That awareness turns irritation into information, and information into healing. Rituals and energetic tools can amplify your sense of safety. Smudging with sage or Palo Santo, burning a small candle with intention, or using a cleansing spray can be meaningful because ritual engages the body and the imagination together. Crystals like black tourmaline or smoky quartz are traditional supports for grounding and protection. Wearing one or keeping it near your workspace can be a tactile reminder of your commitment to staying centered. If ritual feels performative, keep it tiny and sincere. Even washing your hands with full attention can be a cleansing ceremony. Mindset and language are part of your armor. Reframe "they drained me" to "I noticed my limits and came back to myself." Swap self-blame for curiosity. Use short affirmations. "I protect my energy, I return to my center, I give what I can and replenish after." These verbal practices rewire how you respond under stress and reduce the sense of personal failure that follows repeated depletion. Community and recovery matter. You do not have to be a hermit to protect your energy. Choose people who give you energy back. Schedule social time with friends who laugh and replenish you, and balance it with quiet recovery. If a relationship repeatedly crosses your boundaries, consider therapy, family mediation, or even a temporary pause. Professional help is a brave, effective way to restore and maintain healthy, energetic limits, especially when trauma or long-standing patterns are involved. Self-care becomes sacred when it's about energetic restoration rather than indulgence. Sleep, nourishing food, exercise, time in nature, and movement practices like yoga or qigong all regulate the nervous system and make you less susceptible to being sucked dry. Creative expression like singing, painting, cooking is a regenerative alchemy. It moves energy through you rather than storing it. Schedule replenishment like you schedule a meeting, non-negotiable, sacred. Finally, cultivate discernment. Not all connection is your responsibility. Someone else's crisis is not always an invitation for you to fix it. Learn to distinguish between compassionate support that you can sustainably offer and the kind of caretaking that leaves you empty. Spiritual protection is not about cutting off your heart. It's about opening it wisely and choosing presence over martyrdom. If you want a simple practice to finish with, try this. Stand tall, take 3 grounding breaths, visualize roots anchoring you, trace a soft halo of light around your body, and say aloud, "My energy is mine. I give with intention and reclaim with love." Carry that as a pocket prayer through your day, and let it remind you that protection is an act of love for yourself and for the world you can best serve when you are whole. Thank you for being here.